Hello student, welcome all of you in the online platform of Vishwas School Bhunna. Student, in the previous video we have discussed about the second Anglo-Maratha wars that was fought between 1803 to 1806. And today we have further discussed about the third Anglo-Maratha war that was fought between 1870 to 1818. After the second Anglo-Maratha war, the Maratha power was declined, but some of the Maratha kings consolidate themselves and try to attempt the British East India Company. So what happened in the third Anglo-Maratha war? We should begin. The Peshwa Bajirao, Daulat Rao Sindhia, Apa Sahib of Nagpur, Malhar Rao Holkar II again made an attempt to crush the political ambition of the English. All the Maratha kings now about the ambitions of British East India Company. They want to crush the political power of the East India Company, but were terribly defeated. But they defeated by the East India Company. Pune and its district were merged with the Bombay Presidency. The Britishers controlled the Bombay Presidency, and Pune was attached with the Bombay. The territories south of the Vindhyas were made subordinate to the company. In the south, the company have won the territory and subordinate with their company rule. Bajira was sent to Bithur near Kanpur with pension. Bajirao, Peshwa Bajirao was sent to the Kanpur and given the pension to the Bajirao by the British East India Company. Now, the company claimed that its authority of permanent, paramount, or supervise. The company now say that the authority of the company, permanent, paramount, and supervision. They only do the supervision of the entire region or the entire administration, and they are paramount. It means they are supreme power on the Indians. The region they had won from the different areas and their respective administrator or the king. It is clear that the company pursued an aggressive policy of territorial expansion under Lord Hastings. A new policy of paramounting was initiated. Paramounting policy was introduced by the Lord Hastings as a new policy, and it is clear that the company pursued an aggressive policy. Now they are use the power to cruise the Indian territory or their administrator. Now they begin to begin win the Indian territory and strengthen their administration. Consolidation of the empire. After the winning of the Maratha war, the company have consolidate of their empire. Consolidate meaning means strengthen the empires in India. After the aggressive policy of territory expansion, the British thought about the protection of their newly acquired provinces. Newly acquired provinces need to security from the outside power. Outside power mean the neighbor countries. They were constantly threatened by the French, the Russian, and the American. All the European power was wanted to come to in India, and the British have to threatened in from the three powers. It was now important for them to ensure the northwest frontier of India because these all the European come can come to the this side from the northwest frontier territory. So the British resulted in two wars war with the Afghan. Afghan war was the example for the security from the French and Russia and American by the Indian territory. The first war, Afghan war, 1839 to 42, and second Afghan war, 1878 to 1880. As a final result, a permanent British resident was to stationed at Kabul. A person of the British administration should be put in the Kabul permanently. The British took control of the Kerane and Misni passes an order to prevent the foreign invasion from this side. They have also controlled the Kurane and Misi and passes a order and given a order. No outside power come to the this side. They have ensured it. The annexation of the Sindh was important for the defense of the English territory from the Russia. The Sindh was the important for defense to the English territory from Russia. Russia is a come from this side, so the Sindh was protected, and one permanent member was sitting of the English here and saw the security arrangement. After signing some peace treaty with the America army of Sindh and their weak resistance, Sindh was finally taken over in 1843. 1843, Sindh was taken by the British because they have the weak resistance of the English army. Burma was also annexed to the Indian empires in 1885. 1885, the Burma also annexed in India. The Guru Khas of Nepal offered tough resistance to the English from 1840 to 1816, but were forced to sign the Treaty of Sangoli in 1816. 1816, the year when the Guru Khas of Nepal signed the treaty with the English, they surrendered the district of Garhwal and Kumaon to the British. The Nepal, Kumaon and British are the annexed by the British. A large portion of the Terai also come under the British control. Some of the British control come to the under the British control, some area of the Terai regions of Nepal also. So the East India Company have to secure their territories in the these contexts. Thank you. Have a nice day.